Hi everyone, my name is Kim Manning, the Space Queen, and I'm here to talk about, yay, Harlick! I love Harlicks. Harlick is the boot I'm on, and the plate that I skate is called Roll Line. I love the Harlick boot, I really do. Most all my life I was on a Rydell. I was on a Rydell 297 until a couple of years ago when I upgraded to these. I customized the Harlick because I felt coming from a 297 it might be too stiff in the ankle, so I actually got my own custom one, and it was actually like the not stiffest ankle that they had ever made, and I felt like it wasn't actually stiff enough for me, so I sent it back to them, and the kind folks there made it nice and stiff. And you can see this is really quite stiff, especially when you consider that I've had these skates now for 2 years. They're well broken. I also had them put a punch here for maximizing flexibility of the ankle for like sit spins and shoot the ducks and whatnot. Normally they put 2. I wished I would have put the 2 notches. I had them customize my symbol. This is Space Queen, and this is my love and light symbol. That didn't cost that much extra to do. And I had it put in this nice nude color so that it matched my skin. The sole is actually an ice skate sole. I had them get me a super light ice skate sole, so I actually paid quite a lot of money to take pounds off of the boot. One of the ways they did that was in this fancy sole here, which they glittered up for me. How nice of them to glitter for me, right? Can't say enough about them. I also paid to have an insole made that was orthopedic, because I have little orthopedic things I wear anyway with my shoes. Have them do it. Believe it or not, I went on a full customization where I took measurements of my foot, imprints of my foot, and from there they made a cast of my feet, both of my feet, and then they made the boot off of the cast. In that process, I actually found out that I always thought I was a 7.5 narrow, but actually one of my feet's an 8 narrow, so I have completely 2 different size feet. From now on, I'm always gonna get a customized skate because I have lost so many of my little baby right toes. The toenail keeps falling off when I was in my wrong size skate because if one of my feet was bigger than the other. Harlick does that. Also Rydell, you can pay to have skates come in 2 different sizes. It's really important you know what your size is, like that you're narrow. I know I'm actually double narrow, but I'm actually a little bit wide at the ball of my feet, which was another great reason to have it completely customized. So let's move on to my plate. The plate that I use is a Roll-Line Energy plate. Totally recommend Roll-Line. Can't say enough about it. The Energy plate's a freestyle plate. I picked it because I do a lot of acrobatics, and so it takes some pretty heavy weight. It's good for freestyle skaters when they're doing triple jumps because they come down with so much weight. You would not believe how much weight, momentum, and spin adds. So I would recommend an Energy if maybe you're doing ramps or something where you're going to be taking a lot of impact. Otherwise, they make great dance plates, which arguably has more agility. So there's those options. Really, any Roll-Line plate you go with is gonna be good. You can't go wrong. I'm also using the Roll-On toe stop. I can't really say much about toe stops. You know, I have dance plugs. I have them out. Here they are. You know, it's good to have your dance plugs so you can pop these in if you want to. Work without a toe stop. The harder toe stops are better for outdoors. For indoors, in a roller rink, never wear a black toe stop or a dark purple toe stop. No dark colors because you can actually run a rink that way, or your kitchen floor. I also recommend trying to make sure you get a plate that has an Allen wrench entry for your toe stop, because then you can keep it secure. These toe stops are not gonna fall off accidentally ever. And if in doing that, you're very careful every time you take off and on your toe stop, every time. You also have to turn them. I'm sure you guys know that. As you go, you turn them. These are brand new, so they've not even been turned once. I can't believe it. I don't bother with replacing any of the inner work. I buy nice plates. I know the trucks are good. I know the axles are good. I don't have to worry about that. A great thing about a great plate is that you buy it once, and really that's the only, if you're an adult, that's the only time you have to buy it. You just buy new boots from that point forward. So this Harlick boot will probably last me, I hope, 3, maybe 4 years. It's now about 1.5 years old. So when I have to buy a new boot, I will just have it taken off this plate and the new boot will be put on this. Oh. And we get a little moment for the clock. Let's see if I can turn that off. I guess not. I guess we're just gonna have to listen to that for a moment and sing. I don't know. It's that time, you know, you just have to roll with it in life. When things come, you just gotta roll with it in life. I think there's another verse still. La da 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 da. Great. Well, you might edit that out. But let's go back to where we were at. So, you've got a good plate. This plate's gonna last you forever. How do you get it on your boot? When I buy a new boot, what do? You go to a roller rink. You go to a roller rink, or you go to an ice rink. You go to someone that has 10 years plus experience, because it's really important that it is placed on exactly correct. Don't do it yourself. Don't have your friend with the drill do it. Go to someone professional to have your skate put on, because even just like a micro millimeter off can actually sort of position your foot incorrectly when you're skating and make it to where you do damage to your groin and or learn bad skating techniques. How do I know what size plate to get for my boot? Call usaskates.com. He's excellent. Tell him what plate you want. Tell him what boot you're in. In my case, it was a custom boot, so I actually had to measure the boot, and then he was able to decipher what size plate to get. I ordered my plate through him. Excellent. Everything's smooth and gravy. And then I had a Moonlight Roller Rink actually put these together for me, and they did an excellent job. I guess the last thing would be wheels. So currently I've got these big fatty Luminous wheels. They're outdoors. I also have this short grip aerobic wheel, one of these on. You can mix and match wheels, believe it or not. Artistic skaters do it all the time. We want some wheels that are more slippery for spinning and some wheels that are more grippy for when we're landing our jumps. I just have this on because I was doing stunts with my mom and I was destroying my pretty Luminous wheels that are wonderful. They glow and light up at night. And they're also good because you can tell where your weight's distributed, so you can kind of assess skating that way. The short grip wheel, wherever he went, here he is. I've been skating on these for way too long. All my entire career with Parliament Funkadelic, when I sang with George Clinton, I wore these wheels because no matter where I was at, I could always skate. If it was carpet, if it was wet, if it was glass, if it was dusty or dirty, I could figure something out with these. But with that being said, I kind of hate them at the same time. They're so big. The Luminous are even bigger, but they're so big, they have a rounded edge, so rounded edges are hard to do spins on. Trey and I call them my green tires. Like, we hate them. When I pull them out, it's like, oh no, not the green tires. But the green tires are great for outdoors because they're nice and soft and squishy, and it's nice and easy on your joints if you have a squishy wheel. I used to be skating on these Roll-Line Panthers. They're super awesome. These are the ultralights, I believe, and I loved them. I had them for a year. I wore them completely down so that the edge was gone. I had to get a new pair, and I wanted to get something that was a little bit slicker indoors. So my friend Jay Beats from the Planet Roller Skate page on Facebook recommended that I get these, and he actually got them for me in Germany. They're called STD Pluses, and they're 96A, so it's just 1 point harder than the Roll-Line Panther, but I can tell the difference. I love these wheels. I literally only skated in them one time before COVID happened, and now we're all outdoor skating, right? But I definitely am interested to see how I feel about these. I think I like them. And with all that being said, I think the last thing is my skate bag. So I use a Zuca Skate Bag. I think it's amazing. It has these fancy Nancy glow wheels. It also has this lovely handle so you can just drag it behind you. And then this is a seat. Can you believe it? So you're always with a seat to put your skates on. It's brilliant. I bought this at the ice rink. You can kind of order it online anywhere, but ice rinks is definitely, it's more of an ice skater thing than a roller skater thing. And it's great. It's like a little locker. You put your skates in here. Here I've got all these boot covers. I keep all my wheels in there. I literally have so much stuff. It's all in here. And my plugs come in here, and here I have all my stunt stuff. It's great. It's got it all. I hated it at first because it's kind of cumbersome. Now I love it. So that's my setup.